Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Well, speaking of those wildfires, we know a lot of those conditions we've seen over the weekend really just cause things to increase and double.
Yeah, and we're watching the winds, really. But we just had the International Space Station pass over Utah today, and they shared this video with us. This is the Monroe Canyon fire, another fire that really doubled in size. And you're catching the smoke on the corner of your screen right here. I'm going to get out of the way because it's visible from space, and our southwesterly flow continues to push it throughout Utah, heading up towards southwestern Wyoming. Now, embedded in this Monroe Canyon smoke is also the smoke that we're seeing from those Arizona fires, including Dragon Bravo. The pass ends in southwestern Wyoming, and I'm going to show you exactly where. But incredible that these thick plumes of smoke visible from the International Space Station this afternoon as they passed over the Beehive State. Live view from Lehigh. We've got clear skies, our high pressure keeping quiet conditions out there. We jump down to southern Utah, where we also see clear conditions on our Black Desert sky cam. That live view as temperatures are sitting in the triple digits. At last check, it was 103. They peaked at 105 in that area. Southwesterly flow really pronounced here on the satellite radar. Dry, quiet, with the winds, not great for the fires burning. We can easily spread flames that way. Red flag warning in effect for a portion of Utah. 90s out there, 98 in Salt Lake. That's above average for this time of year. 95 is that average high, but our southwesterly wind aids in bringing that warmer air. 90s on the eastern side of the state, temps climbing in Green River. Green River matching St. George as they've just made it to 103 with 90s along the I-15 corridor. Over the next several hours, you stepping out, we're going to hang in the 90s for the next little bit. Clear skies, dry overnight, but not just overnight, but it's been the whole month, hasn't it? Gosh, it feels that way. Very dry conditions. And that continues. Look at that thick smoke. This is just above the Colorado River in southern Utah, and you can't make out much. Lots of thick smoke with a special weather statement issued for Kanab all the way up to Hanksville. This area doesn't have air quality monitors, but with these thick plumes of smoke, unhealthy air in these small towns, forewarning you now, you will feel those impacts. Respiratory folks who suffer will definitely feel it as well. There's that White Sage fire and Dragon Bravo pushing the smoke, and then Monroe Canyon with our southwesterly winds really pushing that into central Utah and then towards southwestern Wyoming. As we look at our futurecast smoke model, you're going to see the southwesterly winds we're dealing with slightly shift as we head into our Tuesday. Thick plumes by 10 p.m. tonight over Powell, over I-70 into Castle Country, stretching towards Vernal. And we're going to see our Tuesday with smoke-filled skies in central Utah by tomorrow morning. And then we're going to watch as that southwesterly flow shifts ever so slightly and becomes westerly, also known as a zonal flow, so that Monroe Canyon fire stuff will push towards Vernal and Price, and we see that the Lake Powell area, they're not going to get much of a break. Four Corners will see plenty of smoke. Air quality impacts expected for your Tuesday with moderate air along the Wasatch Front, Wasatch back, eastern Utah, and then down in Iron and Washington counties. Now, that's where we have air quality sensors. South central Utah does not have them, and again, unhealthy air with this thick smoke in that region. Storm threat for tomorrow, bringing a general thunderstorm threat to northeastern Utah and on the eastern side of the state. Why? Well, we're going to start to bring in some moisture. Futurecast picks up on it here. We're expecting, because we're so dry at the surface, just to see erratic winds over Flaming Gorge and southwestern Wyoming. Maybe a little bit of moisture builds in there. As we head into Wednesday, we start to see those storms pop towards Castle Country and Four Corners. So the eastern side of the state could see some moisture, but the ridge really dominates along the Wasatch Front. Month-to-date precipitation, ooh, grizzly. Don't love to see that. By this point, we have 4/10. We don't in Salt Lake, and barely measurable moisture throughout the rest of the region. We're getting ready to close out July, and it has been bone dry. High pressure with this low enhancing our southwesterly winds. We get that weakening trough kind of crossing through the state late Wednesday into Thursday, brings a slight chance for the areas I showed you, so eastern Utah, and then into early next week, we'll see what happens. There's potential that we could get moisture potential upticking a little bit. High 90s for tomorrow. Smoke-filled skies in portions of the state. 102 in Moab, 105 in St. George, where triple digits will hold on for the next 7 days. Precip potential increases Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Washington County. Here's your Wasatch Front 7-day. With the high heat the next 2 days, winds increasing Thursday with the potential of some fire danger. And again, that red flag warning until 9 p.m. Wednesday for the southwestern corner of the state. Let's send it back over to the desk with some sports.
Okay.